Welcome, everybody, to Most Embarrassing Nursing Moments with Janie. And I cannot wait to hear some of your stories. So we'll start with some of mine because that's always the most fun. You know, making fun of myself is the best thing ever. So let's see. Most embarrassing nursing moments for Janie. Well, probably the top most embarrassing moment for me was the day that I performed a striptease in the EP lab. So that deserves explanation, obviously. So let's give you some of that. So I was scrubbing a device, a pacemaker, and during these things you have to wear lead. Now, the thing is about hospital-issued scrubs is that they don't always fit real well. And, you know, you put on your hospital-issued scrubs, you tie them up, you go in, you put your lead on, lead apron, you know, lead tunic, you know, get all that ready, and then you're gowned up, you're sterile, whole deal. So, essentially, what I did was okay, there's no other way to say it. I dropped my pants because my lead grabbed my pants and it just fell down to my knees. And what did I immediately do? I planted my legs wide apart to keep the lead up around, well, at least my knees, right? I went through the next 15 to 20 minutes of the case like that. The doctor never noticed. Nobody noticed. Except for maybe my coworker in the control room. Really not sure. She said she didn't, but sometimes I think she was trying to make me feel better. So basically what she did was she, I'm going to tell you guys in this post to comment here. So what we did was, basically, I waddled, when we got done, I waddled over behind one of the big lead shields and really quickly let my lead drop to the floor and pulled my pants up. But you can also see the whole story of that on the SMYS official site, smysofficial.com, under Janie's blogs op-ed. And it's called When EP Cases Go Horribly Wrong. So, not cool. That was not cool at all. So I want you to comment your most embarrassing nursing story. And maybe we can talk about it a little bit. But, you know, I stayed cool. Nobody knew I dropped my pants. It was okay. But it was definitely one of the Janie highlights there. That was, woo, not cool. My coworkers still talk about it because I was completely horrified by the entire thing. So what have you guys got? Most embarrassing nursing moments. I can go on to my next one. But that one would have to be a room with 4 or 5 of my coworkers. And we're all taking a patient back in the SICU. And, of course, they all came in to help me so we could get the guy settled real fast. And it was a very handsy mid-40s guy who, with absolutely no inhibition or insight and judgment, apparently, reached over and began to, well, try to touch parts of my body that I was not comfortable with and were definitely in the bathing suit zone. And I told him that, oh, sir, that's not appropriate. And he goes, you're right, because your clothes are still on. Not cool either. So let's have any of your stories, so, you know, I can laugh at you instead of you laughing at me. While we're on this, I'm going to give you guys some information about the other stuff we have going on here at Show Me Your Stethoscope right now. You guys know we had that big safe staffing rally in D.C. On the 12th, which was awesome, and there were a couple other groups involved with that, A Voice for Nurses Now and Nurses for National Patient Ratios, and we had a great time, and we raised awareness, and it was fun, and we had a cocktail party afterwards. It was an all-around great time. So next year, we have a couple of other events going on, including walks all over the country with Pat. So if you want Pat to come to your city, you need to get involved. And commenting here can get you involved. So, so please do. Let's see. How many of you are watching this? Oh, it's actually kind of a bunch of people. That's neat. All right. Okay. So I don't see any most embarrassing nursing moments, and you guys are not going to get away with this. It's not going to happen. I'm going to need to see some. I also have 2 monitors here, guys. That's why my head looks like it's on a swivel. So let's hear some of your stuff. Donna Brock, keeping it moving, that's being professional. I'm assuming you're talking about the pants dropping story, and you're right, that was possibly not one of the most shining moments of my entire nursing career. Toast it with Diet Coke? Yes. Diet Coke is not a sponsor. I wish. I actually don't have any sponsors unless you count you guys. So, yay. Alright, let's see what's going on here. To tell it to comment as me too. Alright, so you're not helping me with most embarrassing nursing stories, guys, so we're gonna go back on Pat. So when Pat comes to your town, you guys are gonna have to come up with medical errors that have happened to people, and they can be because of safe staffing, because of the EHR, because of whatever else. And then you're going to let us know about it so we can decide what mishap Pat is going to have in your city. And we only want true stories. We want to raise awareness in the community, so we want to make sure that these stories are actually true. Still no live streaming, people. Alright. So naturally, I again had to have my kids set this up. And I used to consider myself pretty tech savvy until this whole show me your stethoscope thing happened, and then it became extremely apparent, even to the most casual observer, that I was really just not that good at this. Let's see who we've got over here. Well, Malia Guerrero, thank you very much for at least liking the post, so maybe you'll come in and have a chat with me and tell me what embarrassed you. Oh, here we are. Malia, when I was in nursing school and I walked into the male locker room by accident, there was a male nurse in there half naked. And you know that scene from Elf where he closes his eyes and walks into the wall? Yeah, that was me. He wound up being the surgeon I was observing. He was so cool about it, though. Malia, that would totally be me. That would be me. I can just see it right now. Janie strolling into the guy's locker room, you know, and then it'll definitely be my new supervisor or something. That's who it would be my nurse manager. New nurse manager, never met him before, walking to the guy's locker room. I can totally see it right now. Okay, so new and, you know, improved, lovely nursing stories would be appreciated. And you could probably actually, if you want to, tell people that I'm doing the, actually I could do that. Let's do that. Let's put JD's live on this live stream or some junk. Yeah, here we go. I'll link it. Live Janie now. Woohoo! Okay, great. So we'll see if we get any traffic. If not, you know, I'll just get off this thing so I don't like take up all your time. So today at work was an interesting day. I basically had to. I was scheduling people, and I discovered that my patients are never home when I need them to be, like when they need to be scheduled for a procedure. So frustrating. I just wish. Like, I don't know, I guess everybody does not have a cell phone, which is so surprising to me. But yeah, they really don't. And you can never get in touch with some people. And then they, of course, get mad because you don't do the procedure on time. Well, that's kind of how it happens. Let's see. Well, we just do not have a whole bunch of viewers today. That's okay. You guys like my blog posts, all right. Maybe I should get Kelsey on here with me. She's very popular. I'm going to have to tell her how jelly I am. Totally jealous. All right, so most embarrassing nursing moments. I know some of you have them, and I would like to hear about them because I want to laugh at you. It's true. I really, really want to laugh at you. Because mostly I have to laugh at me. At work, we've decided that no matter what happens, it's always my fault. Always. Because that makes it easier when it's time to assign blame. Yeah, it's always my fault at work, so I'm just kind of going to laugh at you today. Let's see. Is your door open? Just want to make sure the boogeyman doesn't come in and get you. Yes, my door is open. I like it that way. Since half the world knows my address, be clear, that's a good deadbolt, and it's an electronic lock, and you'll never guess the code. Ha.
1, 2, 3, 4.
My husband just said it was 1, 2, 3, 4, which is, from Spaceballs. Do you remember? You're probably too young to remember with the demographic on this page. Spaceballs. Launch codes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Oh, I'm sorry. It was luggage combo. Launch code sounded so much cooler, though. All right, so maybe since nobody's down with the embarrassing stuff, we should talk about the best advice we have ever received from somebody who is precepting us. I'm going to tell you that my best advice still stands today, and it was eat and go to the bathroom whenever you can, because if you don't, you won't be able to, and then, of course, you'll be starving and have to pee while you're doing your next admission. Let's see. Gave water and crackers to a patient with a huge NPO sign above his bed on my first clinical day in nursing school. Embarrassing because the patient knew I was in school and did it just to mess with me. Well, patients will do the darndest things. Also, he was probably just hungry, Courtney. He was probably hungry. I mean, I would have maybe gotten stuff off the nursing student, too. I'm going to be that old lady in the nursing home that spits out her pills and stages a sit-in because we want ice cream or something. Stay tuned. Katrina Pfeiffer. I once called a code respiratory because I forgot how to say code blue. I was a psych nurse getting med-surg experience. Well, I'm glad you decided to extend your horizons there, broaden them. And code respiratory really probably got your point across, honestly. I mean, code not breathing. Sounds good. I mean, it could be, and eventually they'd turn blue, so you'd probably remember. That would happen, probably. It also appears that I have to refresh this page quite often to be able to see your comments. So, that's kind of cool. All right. That explains why I wasn't seeing that. We're all going to learn how to live stream together. Show me your stethoscope. That's what we're doing. By the way, my kid almost live streams for a living, so, Okay. Who else do we have here? Any more funny moments? If not, I want the best advice you've ever been given. Some of the other best advice I've been given is never let a psych patient between you and the door. I have found that is like one of the most smart things I ever heard, and frankly, I've extended it to never let anyone between you and the door. It's tough in the grocery store, but I manage it. My husband does most of the shopping, as you might imagine. Let's see. Who else have we got here? Oh, a bunch of you have come in and looked for just a second. I must really suck. Sorry about that. I'll get better. I never really talked in front of anybody until last Thursday. Some of you were there in DC. Now I'm, just getting on with it. You guys remember Dawn, who was assaulted by her patient. Dawn, well, actually her patient's mother, even better. Dawn now has 2 jobs because she was offered them because you guys passed her story around so well that some companies in her state immediately offered her jobs because of what happened to her. So just remember, you actually protected Dawn, and I'm really proud of you guys for doing that. I will be even more proud of you when you come out to a patient safety walk. Very important. All right, what do we got here? Nope, no more comments, guys. You're killing me. You are killing me. I need to see all of the, I need to see all the people here. All right. I think maybe I better live stream off of one screen because it makes me like turn away from you all the time. So I think I'm going to do that. All right. That was interesting. Now if I want to like moderate the page, I have to look back over that way. This is so hard. All right. Still waiting to try a Kesso shoes. So you guys that like gave me your information, the owner hasn't gotten back to me yet, so he probably will soon, and we'll get into that. I don't think he was sure about good Becca Malone and Donna Brock, Nurses Unite, Carla Mees. Getting lost in a huge medical center with a patient on a gurney loaded with a defibrillator, O2, emergency meds, IV, etc. Had a new warranty with me as well. Oh, the miles we put on that day. Yeah, I've totally been lost in a hospital. I've taken patients to the wrong floor multiple times, and actually I've taken patients to the wrong floor twice in one trip because we were remodeling and our department was moved, and I like out of habit hit, I don't know, 3, and then I hit 7 because I thought that was where we were going, and it turned out we were on 6. So, there you go. Let's see. Nurses Unite, Becca Malone. You're right. That's what we need to do. Does everybody plan on going to these walks? They're going to be near you. You know, at least we hope one a state. Even you Alaska and Hawaii people, I'm totally expecting you to get involved. You got to do it. Why can't I see anybody else's stuff? So I keep getting told in private messages that people have sent me comments. I wonder if they're commenting on the wrong stream. But we'll find out. Like I said, we're all just going to have to, you know, learn this together. All right. So I've been talking to you for like 17 minutes. I don't think anybody really wants to talk today. I'll come up with another day when I have more news about our Run for Patient Safety. There's going to be a lot of news coming out about that. Also about next year's rally, because you know we're already planning that. I'm planning on 10 times as many people, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and make your plans and take May 4th off for that. And yeah, so let's see. Nope, I don't see any more questions. I'll refresh the page just to make sure. But I don't see any. Okay, well, nice talking to you guys today. And hope you decide to get back on. We will see you over the weekend. Bye.